want to see mortar plays. You have one duel right in front of you. They box up. You fire some straight in the air, and you just apply pressure. Just like don't move from that spot. Stay there, and then immediately 4 rockets come down, and land on their head.
Match 3. We got the battle bus coming in from Snobby Shores, heading towards the racetrack. This is a pretty good bus because it's cutting down the middle and it's going over a lot of hotspots, so people won't have to stretch too far. Even if you're landing somewhere in the desert or even in risky reels, if you jump out now, it's not too far of a stretch. So this is a pretty good bus that I think will spread people out. I'm interested to see how many people visit their location that they've already dropped at. Maybe if somebody's uncontested. I think Pleasant Park. Who do we have over there? The
apparently, no. Apparently, they went topside. They're going up toward Junction, or maybe they're going someone else.
No one went to Pleasant Park.
Interesting. We've seen 2 duos land there pretty consistently. Back at Motel, looks like the same duo that's been going there.
Yeah.
Looks like people are going to opt to go toward Wailing Woods, Risky Reels. Yeah, we've actually seen a shift in places where people are landing. That's
no one went Snobby. No one went Pleasant. So those places, if they get rotated too late, people will be like, hey, there's a bunch of chests here. You know, let's.
Oh. Vex.
Early game. Blue tack. That blue tack is, you know, if you're close enough, you know, it can do some serious damage, and it's fast. And like, if you have a pump, right, early game, you only have a pump. You don't have a follow-up weapon to switch to, like an AR or a shotgun. Right. I'd much prefer to have that blue tack just so I can take rapid shots at an opponent.
Yeah.
Especially in that early game.
Especially when they don't expect it, right? They're like, oh, he's probably got a shotgun. He's not firing at range. Oh, it's attack. Just kidding. He's putting down shots. I'm in trouble.
This area is always going to be contested, mainly due to the fact that there is so many chest spawns in this place. There's rifts to rotate out of here, and there's a lot of chest spawns. Bogdanak is already down, so this is a 1v2 situation for Nova. He's low on shields now. He's trying to put some pressure on one of them, but it's too much. When you don't have the materials to fight off, and he didn't even really have a hard-hitting weapon like a shotgun to use to take one of them out quickly. It's rather tricky. So now these guys, Ghost Camo and Pate, have this place uncontested. They don't have shields right now, but I guarantee you once they're done looting that place, they'll have full shields, extra shields, med kits, and potentially a rift to get out of there. It is a very, very heavily contested loot area.
Yeah, for sure. You can see even Risky Reels, you see a duo over there. Genside, Madsen, and Blackstar are taking out Risky Reels, but back at Tilted Tower. Look who's down right now.
Tixi.
Pinstar. Tixi is trying to just close in and pick his friend up. Look at this.
Pinstar's crawling down. He wants to make sure he doesn't take fall damage as he comes down.
Oh, it's not enough. Tixi knocks out a player.
Yeah, and he was really close. He was really close to beating him too. He only has about 10 health left. I don't even think this guy's partner is up.
No, he was taken down. Marijuana is by themselves now. But the thing is, Marijuana now has Tilted Towers all to himself.
So he should be able to get out of here, hopefully. Unless somebody rotates early to Tilted Towers, he should be able to get the health back. It's really unfortunate for TC and Kinstar to go down. But that, I mean, Tilted Towers, you know, going there, it's a risky move. It either pays off well or you end up getting eliminated early.
And in this case, did not go well for them, but that's okay. Hey, this is
a quad crasher.
Oh yeah. Okay. No. Okay. First of all,
I don't think they're gonna take it because there's another team at Risky contesting them.
Yeah.
And Risky's another spot that usually has a lot of chests and good loot, and then also the cars there is gonna give you a lot of metal, and metal's the most important, you know, resource to have. After the changes they made. Metal now has like the most health when it's placed, and of course it's gonna have the most health once it's fully built, and you can't see through it compared to wooden brick, where when you're hiding these late game circles, metal's gonna conceal you a lot better.
Yeah, for sure.
They've got the stink bombs as well. I think he's gonna hopefully he'll hold on to these for the late game rotations, and maybe they'll find some more.
They're just making their way over. They're like, look, let's just start rotating over to the safe zone. We're going to be contested there. Let's just leave. But back over to Junction. Dan Dizzle
went down from Dan Dizzle.
That's tough, man. Now
it's a 1v2, but Chef is putting a lot of damage into Dan Dizzle. Dan Dizzle's not playing like he got hit. He's playing like he still has a lot of health. And that's kind of how you have to go about it, because if he starts playing weak, Chef is going to be like, okay, this guy's weak. Maybe I can get close. Maybe I can take him out and then make it a 1v1. But even though he got hit, he kept shooting and he kept putting pressure with the AR, and he just relied on his teammate that, you know, if I go down, you'll take care of this.
Right.
But I'm gonna keep giving it my all while I still can. If he had hit away, that it could have turned into a 1v1.
That's such a great point, especially because you touched on it earlier in game number 1. There's like a confidence factor that goes into this, right? If you play like you have 200 health, it's different than if you get cracked once and you start to play defensively, because then you give your opponent that upper hand. Dan Hizzle did not skip a beat. He got cracked once and said, look, I can't back down. I have to just keep applying pressure. And it pays out for them.
Man, these guys are hunting him down. He does not have any health remaining, and he's just trying to maneuver away from them. I don't know what the game plan is here. Honestly, at this point, like, yeah.
Yeah, it's looking pretty bleak.
Yeah, you kind of know it's over. There's not much you can do. When you got 2 guys who are healthy pushing you like that, you've got 10 health, you're running low on resources, your partner is down. It's an easy fight to lose.
Yeah. But now we're at Greasy Crow. We see Solary MZ and Airwalks there. Carnifex and Crabble are also here. We've seen that duo perform very, very well. So I'm actually interested to see these guys clash. Now, will they? Tough to say. I mean,
depends on the mentality that both these teams have.
Yeah.
Some people are going to be like, okay, man, we're not doing too hot. Let's play aggressive. Let's get it. And other teams will be like, okay, we have enough points. Let's keep playing our regular pace. People tend to change their pace when it's not working. They might start off very aggressive, and if it doesn't work out, they'll slow things down, or vice versa.
Right.
And if 2 teams are playing slow, usually they'll be right next to each other, but they'll end up rotating away from each other for the sake of their own game and making it to the end game.
Look at this guy. Herma and 5 skill back on them.
These guys are typically a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah. I like the, you got the Silence AR. You got that gold thermal, so they can take shots at range, especially when you have these third-party opportunities from, like, basically across the map. Someone bails out there on the rift. Wedge goes down.
I wonder if he'll come back down. No.
Nope.
Oh, this is now a 1v1.
Yeah, his teammate bailed. He left him. No, it's a 2v1. Oh, he did come back down. Okay, so it's Jamside and SSK. I wonder if that was maybe like an accidental rift or something, because there wasn't that much pressure to use that to bail. They've got a grenade launcher, shockwaves.
Taking that rift is a little unfortunate for them, because now rotating out is going to be hard. But maybe they just took it, so the other team can't take it. One of them just rifted. He's actually going to be separated from his teammate. If he does not make it back in time, and I don't think he will, he might be separated from his teammate. And now he's in the storm.
I don't think he's going to be fast. He's still moving. He hasn't been in the sky just yet.
I think he missed it.
I think he might have missed it. He did. He's making his way down south on the map. He's definitely missing. He needs to.
And look at his health go down. If he does not have a med kit, he might go out in the storm. Right now he's running around. Maybe he's looking for a med kit.
Maybe he saw even just bandages, right?
Yeah, there's some bandages right there.
He finds the bandages. Good.
But that might not be enough. He's already very low. He picked up bandage. Okay, so actually he has 15 and a med kit. Okay. He will be able to make it out, but he has to link up with his teammate. Now I wonder, is he gonna drop the grenades? Yes, he is. Okay, that's the smart move. That's a smart move. He could have potentially just bandaged up to 75 and then ran out with the med kit, but you don't want to risk that. Having the 10 nades is nice, but you don't want to risk that.
Exactly. Back over to Colcom and Dan Hizzle. They're engaged with players right now. Looks like M11.
Oh, he's gonna put some pressure from the bottom. I think his partner just partner just took them out 1v2 in that box.
Wow.
What a great play. Dan Hizzle put on 4 eliminations and that 1v2 with 2 guys in a box like that. That's coming out alive like that. It could have gone bad. If he went down, they would have thirsted him, and then it would have been a 1v2.
That's such a funny spot, because if that's me and I'm in a box with 2 people, I'm going down 100%. Not Dan Hizzle though. He's like, hey, look, Zeke, watch me, do what I do. That's what you want to do. But what's great is now they also have that Rift to Go. We saw them find those players
Rift to Go. They've got materials. He's maxed out on metal. They're both maxed out on metal potentially, because I see metal between them, and they're not picking up. That means they both have 999 metal.
That's what you like to see going into the late game.
Going to late game with 999 metal with you and your partner. That's what you need to make those late game rotations and finish out the game. So if they can get into the circle with those resources, they put themselves at a really good opportunity to win this.
Now look at this. Take a look at the top right minimap. Jamside is just
coming out of the storm.
I
think they heard him. But there is a lot of action here, so he might go unnoticed. But they are going in his general direction.
There's a quad crasher in play.
I heard it.
Wait, was that Jamside? Did he come out of the storm with a quad crasher?
Yeah, I think he did. He got lasered as he was coming out, and now he has to build.
It's right there. He used it. Yes.
Where's his teammate though? He might be down. I'm not even sure.
I have no idea.
Oh, there's a
but now
thermal
look.
scope in action.
Yep.
100% accuracy on this thing. So if you are good with your shot, you'll get those those shots in, and you might not even eliminate your opponents. But if you weaken them before getting to them, it's gonna. Jamside he took the quad crasher, and he ran away with it.
Jamside, where are you?
He's weak.
Oh,
he just got hit.
Oh, but he met up. Look, he's back with SSK, and SSK has a med kit for him.
The reunion, man. Oh my God.
It happened, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, he went back there for that med kit. It's almost like he knew it was there. Sometimes it's important to keep track of loot that you leave behind, because maybe you can't carry it right now, but it might become useful. Because he went straight back there as if he knew that medkit was there. So good on him for knowing that, or maybe he got lucky. You never know, but I'm just gonna assume that he knew it was there and he was smart enough to go back and go for it. And not just that, but also remember that it was there. Because sometimes you might get carried away with the action and you might forget where you left stuff.
Yeah. Now over to 5-skill and Herma. They used that rotation.
Oh, look at that pressure. Look at that pressure.
Floating island.
He's trying to break into the box. His partner is going up the side, but he noticed that, so he's going to deny him the high ground, and he's going to make sure that he stays on top. So good on him not tunnel visioning. Look at that. Just the quick building.
Yeah, he's like,
I want to see
party.
some crazy stuff from 5-skill. I want to see some of the crazy action that we saw in the summer skirmish.
We just need to see him suddenly put up a 1x1 or a 2x1.
All right, so they did a good job of disengaging. They didn't want to put too much pressure because there's people down on the hill. You see two teams down there. They were shooting at them a little bit. So when you have the high ground, you have the advantage on the people who are beneath you, but you're also potentially going to get third-partied a little bit easier just because people will see you first when they're approaching the fight.
Right. And now look, they're just sitting here, man. Epsilon's playing Favzi. But look at this. So this is SK and Jamside. Jamside goes down and is eliminated.
No, he got him with one health
HP.
left.
Jamside,
That is so clutch.
the people's hero.
Oh, how like he came out of the storm extremely late on a quad crasher. He was getting lasered and focused by multiple teams. He's down with 1 health left on the revive, and he gets revived. This is the greatest Cinderella story of Game 3, man. How is he still alive?
I don't know, but it makes me so happy. And now 5-skill, he is over here. So I believe, which 2 diamonds are they? I think they're the yellow diamonds down south, just a little bit there.
I think that's
the
them.
bottom left. Yeah, I believe that is them. Oh,
the floating island is in play.
Yes.
So there will be teams hiding underneath it. There'll be teams on top of it, and people are going to try to use it as a late game rotate mechanic.
5-skill takes a hit there.
They've got that Porter Rift. I'm wondering if they're going to use it or if they're just going to. It probably wouldn't be smart to use it. They really need to just hold this place because they're in the center of the circle. They're near the island. They're in a good spot. They're in a really good spot. Look at his material count. The only thing he's missing right now is some health, some shields.
Yeah.
But that could come if they stay in that position and maybe catch somebody rotating. Posey just decided to leave. I don't know if his partner's still up, but he left. He used the little crater bounce thing in the cursed zones to move out.
Ooh. Jarl and Beehive making their way around. Madsen, though.
They're just trying to get to the circle right now. That's really what they want. And they want to try to get in without building. You see, they're not building right now. They want to try to get away without using too many resources. So one of them's going to build, the other one's just going to run back with a shotgun just in case somebody's hiding in these builds.
Yeah.
To see, what they can do. And now they're in the circle, so they're going to hold their position and build and just kind of wait and see where the next circle is going to take them.
Take a look at the scoreboard, Cypher. We've got Veins and Say Hello.
Where'd they come
Roma.
from? 6 elims. Where'd they come
elims,
from?
Dude. They need 2 more for that 8 elimination threshold to get 3
I really want to
points.
see what their resource count is looking like and what they've got on them, just so we can maybe they'll be the team to break that 11 elim.
They're poised to do so. They just need a few more eliminations. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, at home, Tixi and Kinsar hold the most eliminations on the day with 11 total eliminations between both of them. So
they've got 6. That's the 2 points, right?
Yep.
6 is going to get you 2 points. 4 is going to get you 1.
Yep.
They need 2 more. If they take out 1 more team, they're looking good on resources. Look, 900 metal, 600 wood, 400 brick. They've both got shields. Not the most amount of health, but one of them is at full, and the other one's at 125. Now the problem is they don't have extra shields. They've only got bandages in terms of healing, and I don't think they have a campfire because I think they would have used it for Hane.
Yeah.
Or Veins. So they got to play it smart Because if they get into a fight and they don't get the elim, or they don't get the extra shields, they might be stuck. They might get that 8 elim count, but they might be stuck without any ways to get back their health.
Yeah. I mean, now if those other duo do have shields or a chug jug or two, then
that's something you just don't know. You can't know if the team that you're going to eliminate is stacked with resources and shields, or if they're struggling as well. And if you use a lot of resources to eliminate a team that's struggling, you know, it's good to get those elims on the board and maybe get you that extra point, and that's worth it. But it will suck to have used your resources on a team that already did not have anything to offer.
Yeah. Take a look at this. These are currently the front runners with 9 points rather.
The duo spray with the AR, and he's floating up very slowly.
And keep in mind, Cyber, he's shooting at Boyer. Boyer was the winner from the European scene last week. And Boyer just trying to make a safe rotation as quickly as possible.
Heisel and his partner are in first place currently. They both got 0 limbs. So I think because of them being in first place, they said, hey, let's slow down the pace. Let's try to get at least 1 point per game.
Right.
Let's try to make it to the end and maybe get that victory royale. So they've taken their success in the first few games and they've slowed it down. Some teams might keep the pedal to the metal, keep going full speed, but they're deciding to slow it down. It's actually very smart because they're in the lead by a lot, but you do got to be careful because people can sneak up on you in terms of points.
Yes.
So you play it too safe. You know, right now, you know, they could make it to 6th place. They could have 3 limbs, and if they lose, they don't get any points for that. And they've just played it safe to get no points. They're breaking all this stuff down just in case, and I think there is a team up hiding on top. So they might bring them down here. The other team, I think, just dropped down. They've heard them breaking it. And sometimes when people start breaking the bottom of the platform like that, they're not even trying to necessarily take it down all the way, but they're trying to bait the team that's on top to, like, hey, you know, they might bring us down. Let's go down. So then that team gives up the high ground, and then they could potentially take the high ground from them or eliminate them.
Oh no! I don't know if you saw it there. There's a bunch of teams that are flying overhead.
Yeah. And a lot of teams are going to be landing on this hill. It's the last hill on the high ground. They're going to, and then the floating island is going to be out of play soon. So a lot of teams are rotating to the floating island, and then they're getting on top of this hill. We've already got like 7 teams here chilling.
Cypher
on this hill.
Jam side, the people's hero is still alive, and he could potentially be engaged here with Heisel and Tyovsky. But look up top,
I want to see
Grapple,
Jam side.
Carnifex, 5-skill.
I want to see them do well, man.
If only we could just call them and be like, hey, Jam side, how's life? How did you make it out of there? How was the quad crasher? How did you live with 2 HP? What are you doing? But now we're coming down to the wire here. 50 players left remaining.
Look at that circle. It's rotating off of the hill. People are going to be coming off the hill. There's already 2 or 3 teams that are already near the circle, so that's good for them. But there's going to be a lot of people moving across. So now it's going to be like more of like a material check and also like a resource check. Do we have launch pads? Do we have shockwave grenades? Do we have the materials to move out of there? If they don't, they'll most likely be eliminated. Or they'll try to get away with rotating without using any materials and hope that they don't get shot at. But a lot of times, this is like a very open rotate, and there's people already set up and posted up, so they will most likely get shot at. Windstrike now has the scoped AR.
He's ready to go, man.
Yeah.
He's ready to rumble.
He'll probably get some good hits on people. There is a loot crate coming down.
It's coming above all this little cluster of people.
I think people will fight for that, especially the people who don't have the shields right now.
Yeah.
They're going to need it.
You never know what could come out of that. You could have things like, if you had Splodes and a Chug Jug pop out of that, you're good to go.
You can get a jump pad, you can get a Porta Rift.
Shockwaves, anything.
Yeah, and it's landing right on top of all these players. I think the team that's going to be on top will probably try to secure it.
Everyone is just waiting. They're all waiting for players to make a move, but look at it.
Oh yeah, so Solari
Airwalks goes for it.
Caught it. I'm surprised the V's and Rewind side didn't try to like build out and catch it, or maybe they just weren't paying attention. A lot of times it can slip past you and you don't even realize that it's coming down.
Cypher, you called it out. A launch pad is his reward. That's perfect.
And some minis and a campfire.
He's
so
looking.
He doesn't have a partner with him live. So
yeah, he's down.
That's clutch. He needs that for the late game rotate, and he needed some extra heals. So now he's got a campfire and 2 medkits. So if this comes down to a heal off, he's looking good. But he is by himself, so his partner can't be there for him to like maybe rebuild walls that get broken down or keep people off of him. So he's got to hope that he goes unnoticed a little bit. Putting some pressure here with the clingers, and look, he used those clingers. I think it's because he was going to leave them behind. He dropped something to pick them up, and it's better just to use them instead of having them lay there.
Yeah.
And those clingers actually caused that team to go down. Now he doesn't get any credit for that, but now
he's
they're
just
down.
Calling the lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wildcard Alpha goes down
Oh
there.
my God! Look at this circle. It's going up the hill.
Oh, okay. So
If
Cypher.
you currently do not have a launch pad or enough resources, you're going down.
Yeah.
And no one is in a good spot here because look how deep it is into the circle. The only people that are in a good spot are maybe the people that are up ahead, but even the guys in the back, they might even be in the better spots because they don't have people behind them. Like this.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
Players
So they're able
down.
to come in and get those cleanups as people rotate.
Nope, wasn't enough. I mean, Cypher, if there's
We got
anything
38 people.
the Skirmish series has taught us,
It's going to go down.
is if you fight a mountain, you lose.
Yes.
Like you're talking about, man. These launch
Got some
pads,
launch pads coming
vital.
in. This guy, he's going to use their launch pad, Dan Hissel, and he needs one more limb to secure a second point. They've got 4 and 1. 5 skill, taking the high ground. Someone's in there with them. Who is that?
I couldn't
Someone
see.
just landed in a box with 2 other players.
Oh, it was Wildcard Alpha, and he takes him down, and they thirst him as well. Wildcard Alpha and Bowman, they take down 5 skill. He's by himself. He was by himself.
Has the high ground, but yeah, 5 skill
well,
unfortunately landed with them. And these guys, you know, you're out of mats. You can't build up the hill. It's over. I mean, he just stopped moving. He gave up. He's like, okay.
It's like, I'm
It was
not
a good
gonna
run.
make it up. It was a good run. I'll see you guys back in the lobby.
Fnatic, Jarl, and Beehive have a good high ground, but look, there's only a couple things holding up at the top. So if somebody tries to contest that, it could get ugly. And you'll notice the second circle is moving far into the circle, and it's moving towards the island.
I wonder if it's the circle right now is big enough that you could clip the floating island vortex and use it to get high ground.
That'd be very interesting. I've never seen that happen before, but that'd be very interesting.
Oh,
they're coming down. They took a little bit of storm damage. Unfortunately, their rotate was a little bit late. What they're doing here is really risky because you're going down the hill. So the high ground is actually getting higher and higher as the circle rotates. And any mistake where you fall down will cost you a lot more health. And at this point, it's going to be lethal.
They're just making the choice here to dive straight down.
I think low ground is the move in this situation.
Yeah, especially, I mean, if teams are getting high ground, let them have high ground. Let them waste the mats. Don't fight over it, because you need to see where this next safe zone is. This is going to determine everything. And now here we go, Cypher. We're about to get the new safe zone.
Who still has the high ground? I wonder if Beehive and his partner still have it. There's some pressure. Oh,
they need to go
Moose
back.
Cabell by himself on the top right now. He's got bandages.
That's about it, though.
That's about it. I wonder if he'll get shot down if he attempts to heal through this. But no, actually, this is not even the final circle. The circle's going to move even more. So if he doesn't have the resources to move, he will go down here. And those guys at the high ground, oh no.
Oh, SSK goes down. Jamside trying to lock it up, but it's not enough.
Will he be able to pick him up?
Blacks out and Matt's.
I don't think he will. No. The storm is going to be moving in a little too fast. He'll try to leave some space for his opponent, for his partner to crawl through, but
I don't think it's looking good.
Yeah.
Windstrike, Sif, and Tyke up top.
With 4 limbs, they've got the 1 point, and I think right now everybody alive potentially is in the top 5. It just depends on how many solo players are alive. But right here, they have the high ground. The circle's gonna be closing in about 10 seconds, and it's gonna completely engulf these guys. These guys, Jarl and Beehive, is this the ultimate high ground? Are they all the way on top right now?
I believe so. They've been maintaining that.
Wow, they maintained it, and it's so risky that they. That's very smart. That is extremely smart.
I love it.
And Beehive is just, Beehive, you see, he's layering himself up all the way to try to get as far away from anybody else who could potentially grapple or launch pad to him. And Jarl is going to, his goal is going to be to make sure that Beehive stays up there.
He's just trying to go down, find eliminations if he can.
He wants to.
Not enough.
That's part of the. He had no mats. That's part of the problem of being that high. There's no room for error. I feel like he miscalculated that a little bit. He could have potentially just started spraying from the top instead of going down like that.
Yeah.
But Beehive is all the way up there, and he's got the medkit. Everybody down there is fighting.
I think
he's
it's
got the
gonna go to
campfire and the
him.
medkit, so he can actually pop the medkit and then pop another one if he chooses to do so. I mean, he popped the bandages if he chooses to do so.
Bandages
He just has to
going
wait
off.
till he goes to 74. This is easily his game.
Yeah,
There's no way.
there's only 2 people left, and Windstrike Sif is about to fall to the storm. There it is. And man, Cyber, I
Look,
think you called it out.
2 limbs
Perfect.
from Jarl. So far, every team that has won has not had a limb point. They haven't had 4 or 6 or
Yeah,
8.
enough to meet that threshold. I think you called it perfectly, man.